Greetings, everybody. It's gonna be tough. I feel a little reluctance with this session because it's gonna be loaded with description, action, and so on. And see why a lot of writers only have one scene like this for an entire book usually. But for me, they're pretty much standard. I don't like fat in my stories. No fat, no bloat, just action. Keep with the action. Let's see. I took some photos of the dead dogs. Probably from a bit farther off than Dr. Brain would have liked. But they had such a terrible smell. They weren't just like dead flesh mixed, burning plastic and something else vague that conjured up vaguely salty that made Island think of people who something washing off on a beach. They're being dead for some time. Plus the dead dogs, while they were definitely gone, they looked a bit like something that might have forced its way out of might just be playing. I kept thinking, picturing him writhing back to life, leaping at him, ripping him to pieces. Throat out. Think they're playing dead? Dong actually asked. Darling. No. Playing dead is the old dog's trick, right? Darling asked. There were more dogs were encountered, and they were, and thankfully, it came out of the dark without much restraint or guile, sneakiness. I kept imagining some terrible ambush by these mutants. Some of them were smarter than others. These dogs, though, their brains were apparently as fried as their skin, degenerate as their skin. They went down in a hail of bullets. Their deaths signaled they died. There was a strange riveting sound off in some bushes. Frogs? Zoo muttered. They were frog mutants. It looked like the first few were small and gray-fleshed, rather slimy, with some strange tufts of what looked like white fur on the tops of their round heads, almost like the wild hair of some absent-minded professor. They big white eyes were otherwise quite featureless. Their mouths were, unfortunately, quite a bit more. Quite a bit more toothy than regular frogs, but with sharp little piranha like teeth. They're webbed. They're still webbed. Hands and feet are clad in sharp, ugly claws. Looked like they were punching through too much skin and bone tissue. I'll imagine the little beasts in constant pain. They were barely larger than normal frogs, thankfully. Kill those things. Alan ordered. I'm not going to be laid in my grave by a bunch of damn frogs. Frogs jump forward, still possessing that froggish agility. That frog was in their days as normal frogs. Days as normal frogs. That's a phrase I never thought I would write. It is, as they were started out as normal frogs and weren't some mutants from the start, hatched by eggs, poisoned by radiation, or maybe the normal spawn of some earlier generation of mutant frog. They were about as resilient to gunfire as normal frogs, exploding messily into gray-green goo. When the assault rifle fire caught them. Suppressed weapons. Do these guys carry suppressed weapons out here? I mean, you probably don't need suppressed weapons to fight monsters, but 2 killed, 2 more appeared, they were killed next. The bigger, almost chicken size mutant frog appeared out of some, and then jumping down out of a tree. He landed gracefully and jumped right at dung. Looked like he managed to whack it out of the air like a baseball with a baseball bat. It went tumbling. Normal ribbits. The ribbits were normal of the monster frogs. Tumbling through the air, whacked against a tree. Hit some nearby tree hard. Not hard enough. Not hard enough for it to explode like it hit by gunfire. Unfortunately. 2 volleys of jade rifle fire did make the little piece explode, giving it some hideous glob of organs and such. Organs and bones inside it. Skeleton of dead creature. Looked quite solid. I really didn't know much about amphibians. I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, if I said this guy doesn't know anything about amphibians, there's probably an earlier part of this same story where I said he knew everything about amphibians. Every detail. All their Latin names in the book. The anatomy. Whatever you call a doctor who's an expert on amphibians. All that stuff. The skeleton. Oh dear, do I have company? No, someone's just moving behind the motion sensor. Oh, 10 minutes already. Thought they had pretty fragile skeletons. As they were pretty fragile creatures. Hope no ammo's dumb enough. Come and eat these things. Killed. Zoo muttered. It was then at the biggest, the frog mutants. Nearly the size of a dog. Jumped forward between two bushes was a hideous bulbous-eyed creature. Pulsing tumors all over its form. It had so much slime on its body. It looked almost like it was some creature made out of that substance. It somehow had a hungry, almost human expression on its wide and terrible face. I think I'm gonna give myself a phobia of frogs after writing this. Open said mouth, showing off shark-like teeth, long and thin. Shark teeth, long and thin. Probably not. They kind of look small when you see them. Like they could almost fit inside a human mouth, in my view. Like, as disturbing as that sounds. I'm not. As you can see, I'm not bad at discovering disturbing things. Let's see. With a mutilated black tongue, scarred up, and the creature examly running at part of itself over those teeth. I could imagine the monster was miserable in every sense of the word, and dreamed of death. And if it was smart enough, it would probably want to be dead. At the moment, its main desire seemed to be satisfying its hunger. It jumped right at Zoo, somehow dodging a few volleys of fire. It knocked the poor girl down, right down on her back. But she was quick. Swing her rifle up at that bulbous. She took out one of its eyes. Not just whitish jelly pouring from the socket. Coating the stock Zeus rifle. She let out a scream. She barely managed to hold in a scream and swatted the beast again. And harder than the first time. It took a tumble off her, and Zeus squirmed away from it quick as possible. She wasn't in her head for a moment. So Arlen and Dung opened up the beast, and it held together a bit better than its smaller cousins, but was still shot to pieces. One fat frog leg went one way, another went another way. I went to a Chinese buffet yesterday. They usually serve frog legs, and I was kind of looking forward to it, but no frog legs, just crawdads today. Yesterday, I mean. Let's see. The whole head caved in. Like the sturdy looking skeleton. Like the skeleton of the thing. Thing just collapsed and vanished. Turned to jelly. Somehow, without one last pitiful ribbit. Before going off to wherever mutant frogs go when they die. God. Zoo wondered. Climbed to her feet. She had quite a bit of monster's slime on her. Trickling down about her uniform. Eventually, it would likely harden, and you would harden into some kind of like a foul-smelling resin. You look like she eager to get out of her clothes. This wasn't the best place to go around stripped down. Anyway, contamination. She muttered. Am I contaminated? I only wanted to reassure her, but he didn't make. But he checked. He didn't want to lie. He checked her over with the rune counter. And confirmed that the radiation level was minimal. That didn't mean the trusty Groon there's no detector of poisons besides radiation. That slime could have contained more poison than a cobra's hangs. And if so, it was seeping into Zoo's body. Like one of those, like agents from one of those combat patches Jade were fond of. No radiation, but he might be come down with something. Sue. Said. Sue shook her head. He looks horrified. Might be dead because of some frog. Sue asked. After all I've seen, all the fighting, this is what finally lays me in my grave. Unfortunately, you may be right. I'm not it. Okay, on that happy note, let's end this thing. Have a nice day, y'all.